In 1987, Peruvian archaeologist Walter Alva was called up to Peru's northern coast after rumors emerged that locals outside the city of Chiquelo and near the town of Sipan were discovering gold artifacts and occasionally looting them. There, he noticed peculiar patches of loose dirt and discovered there was a fully intact tomb dating back to 600 to 650 AD Nahuatl civilization. It was later discovered after 2 decades of detailed excavation that there were 13 royal tombs within this archaeological site. The site was significant for how intact the royal tombs were upon discovery and well preserved thanks to early efforts. Alva maintained how they need to strive to protect this site and exhibiting it to learn more about this powerful chapter of Peruvian history and Mochica culture and history. A museum was established in 2002, opening to thousands of visitors.
The decision to locate the museum in the city of Lambayeque was very intentional. Museum director Walter Alva believed it was important to give the people of Lambayeque the opportunity to become custodians of their own cultural heritage. Preservation is the museum's core value. This corresponds with its origins being deeply ingrained in scientific archaeological research. Overall, they believe it is their mission to conserve, house, and disseminate the cultural treasures of Peru for everyone to see. They seek to provide all visitors with information on the extensive history of Mochica culture, including its territory, social organization, agriculture, and major monuments. Currently, the institution is also looking towards the future, hoping to become more involved with the community through educational programs, events, and shared research. Director Alva worked alongside the architect Celso Prado Pastor to develop the museum's innovative design, which utilizes modern variations of the truncated pyramid shape, directly inspired by the temples and shrines of Moche culture. Moreover, the building is a reinforced concrete structure because it was designed with structural integrity in mind. Due to the fragility of the artifacts in its care, Celso Prado Pastor wanted to ensure that the building could withstand anything, such as earthquakes and any attempted robberies. The main entrance of the museum takes visitors along a 70-meter-long ramp, which leads them directly to the 3rd floor, which is where the exhibits actually start. Alva states, walking along this ramp, one finds oneself in a recreation of an ancient ritual, as if one were entering a shrine. The inner layout of the museum is arranged so visitors follow a downward descent as they experience the various exhibits. This is meant to parallel the chronological sequence that the archaeologists followed during the discovery process.
Among the many pieces on display throughout the museum are gilded copper banners on fabric, copper crowns with royal symbols, shell pectorals, gold and turquoise earrings, spondylus gold rattles, cotton headdresses, feather ornaments, a gold pectoral made with snails, gold necklaces with representations of peanuts, and many other examples of Mochica culture. At the center of the museum, there is a reconstruction of the Royal Mochica Hall, containing 35 mannequins, 10 of which are articulated figures, with Lord Sipan himself placed at the center. This is meant to help museum goers visualize what a Mochica retinue would have possibly looked like back then.
At the end of the museum on the 1st floor, visitors are also able to see one of the museum's most famous displays, a reconstruction of Lord Sipan's burial site, complete with the skeletal remains of the royal figure. The display directly reflects how the tomb appeared when it was first discovered by archaeologists. Around him, you can see the remains of a warrior, 3 concubines, 2 dogs, a llama, a priest, a guard, as well as various accessories made of gold and jewels. Ultimately, each exhibit in the museum holds a crucial piece of Moche history that has been carefully cleaned and restored. Preservation is of great importance to the museum. So, to protect the treasured artifacts, there are no windows in the display rooms, which helps them control humidity levels and avoid sun damage.
Now we will discuss the social context of the museum as a greater part of the country and the region. The museum itself is located in the city and region of Lambayeque, Peru. This region is known for being a much more historic part of Peru, as well as containing other historic locations such as the Huaca Bajada Pyramid and the Tucubi Valley. Both are also important sites in the Moche culture for the people of Peru. Because of this museum and these other sites of study are considered important places for preservation. Also, upon review, it is noted that on multiple places, there are positive reviews from tourists and tour guides who come to see the museum as an important piece for preservation. The site is also located within the city itself of Lambayeque, as well as in a highly urbanized area of the city surrounded by many commercial and urban developments. Because of its well-established tourism, it also brings in economic boost to these local businesses as well.
Community outreach. More recently, there have been talks of expanding the areas around the museum, so the space functions more effectively as a culture center. Some of the plans they may be implementing in the future include a pavilion detecting to showcase other cultures of northern Peru, a library, of botanical garden, and a new building described to be a living museum meant to be a completely immersive experience of Moche Pyramid. In the meantime, the museum has conducted many different events to garner more community involvement, with most of the outreach being conducted through social media. This includes a variety of music and dance performances, guest presentations, interactive educational events, and community gatherings.